The first thing you're going to want to do is look for a program called TinyTask. That's one word. Just go ahead and Google it. You'll find it. And obviously, everything I talk about in this video is for practice purposes. You're not going to use any of this in a real game against real players. But with that said, let's go ahead and download it. Once you have TinyTask downloaded, it's really simple. It's just an all-in-one kind of application. You don't have to install it or anything. You just double-click it to open it. And you might notice that there's a configuration file that opens wherever you have the TinyTask application. So just make sure you don't delete that, and you put it in a spot that's convenient. So you might want to think about that before you even open the application. But anyway, yeah, the application itself basically just records mouse movements and keyboard movements. It's very simple. There's no coding or anything like that. And so you got your record button and play button, and then you can save files and open those files. And obviously your preferences here. You want to look at your preferences and make sure it's set to continuous playback, and also just take a note of what the playback hotkey is and the recording hotkey is. So in this setup, it's Control-Shift-Alt-P to play a file, and it's Control-Shift-Alt-R to record a file. So just to show you what it looks like, I'll go Control-Shift-Alt-R, and it's now recording, and I'm going to move the mouse up, down, left, right, and then I'll hit Control-Shift-Alt-R to stop it. And now to play that file, I'll go Control-Shift-Alt-P, and you notice it's doing the file. It's running the file that I just recorded, and I put it on continuous playback, so it's just going to keep doing that same thing. And I'm going to go Control-Shift-Alt-P to stop it. Okay, so let's load up the game on two different systems and go to the firing range and test this out. Once you're in the firing range match, what you're going to want to do is make sure you have TinyTask open in the background. And you're not actually going to be going back and forth with the program. You're going to be using the hotkeys. And so you're going to want to record some kind of movement that you're going to want to basically practice against. So, I also want to point out that you don't want to use your mouse at all when you're recording that movement. So what you're going to do is go ahead and go Control-Shift-Alt-R to start recording. And then you're basically just creating the movement that you want to fight against. So you can have some firing in there, jumping if you want. And then when you're ready, you hit Control-Shift-Alt-R to stop the recording. And now, when I hit Control-Shift-Alt-P, it's basically just going to start playing that on a loop. And I can go over to my other player here and go over and fight him. I also wanted to point out that you want to toggle friendly fire, so make sure you can fight each other. So I'm gonna go find my practice player. Looks like he made it down here. He's not firing anymore because he ran out of ammo, but it's still good to practice on. I think I need some more practice. And then, yeah, I can go up and repeat, basically. So I'm going to switch to Pathfinder so I can skip up here quick. And he should be somewhere. Yep, I can hear him. Yep, here he is. So I'm going to go up and... Wow. This is embarrassing. I think I got to start doing this again. So, yeah, so he's going to run out of ammo, and so you might want to load up your character before you get him going. But, yeah, that's the basic idea. I think you get it at this point, and it's great for practicing. So, obviously, it would only be for the firing range. But yeah, works for me. I hope it works for you. Have a good one.